We are thrilled to actively incorporate sustainability into the production of Women of the Fur Trade, recognizing that the well-being of our communities is intricately tied to the well-being of the land. Our commitment to environmental considerations in this production remains a top priority.
Oh, Marie-Angelique! Your lifelong dream is about to come true! Yes, it is!
I think that it's really time for all of us to reconsider the way that we're making art, that we're telling these stories, because it doesn't have to be so harsh on our environment.
Sustainable production is important because theater creates so much waste. At the end of every show, we create this beautiful world and then we just get rid of it as quickly as possible. And it's such a shame for us to create that waste when we are a quite value-oriented industry. It's also a beautiful creative challenge to be more sustainable because our whole job is to create imaginary worlds together. And if we can imagine a more sustainable, environmentally friendly world, we can show that to the public and we can actually put those values into our day-to-day.
We have a very different relationship to materials from a lot of different areas. When we are creating a set, we are doing it knowing that it's only going to exist for a short period of time. My role as sustainability consultant is really to help those who are looking to integrate sustainable practices, help to demystify that process.
Working with the Native Earth Performing Arts consultants for the environment was certainly eye-opening for me. They're of a younger generation that automatically thinks about how do you conserve, how do you recycle, how do you be a better steward of the environment.
At the beginning of this process, I articulated 3 priorities with the team: reduce the use of new materials, so reusing materials that already exist or stock items, to divert waste from landfill, so to plan from the construction stage how we could recycle, reuse, or give away or sell what comes at the end of the production. The 3rd framework was to reduce emissions. We started to expand our idea of sustainability into supporting small businesses, thinking about the actors as they come to Toronto and travel. These are some of the ideas we thought through.
Another thing that we did in discussions with Lachlan, our set designer, was coming up with ways that we could use some of our stock risers and then put a treatment on top of those that would give us the sense of the old kind of fresh cut lumber, that the timber that covered the set. A few years ago, the NAC went under a big renovation and all this plywood had been purchased that had been covered all of our stages. It's not the best plywood, but it was perfect for creating the new floorboards. And so we actually constructed all of the timber that was shown on the set out of this used plywood, and then our fabulous painter Danny McManus did a fantastic job painting it and making it look like it was fresh cut lumber.
The biggest thing that I can offer is building comfort around what we might otherwise do in a way that has become conventional to us, that we know that can work without being worried that it's going to break down on stage or just not going to look like what we want it to look like.
I think that's one of the big challenges also, is getting the buy-in from designers and directors that reusing items isn't a bad thing, that you can be creative, you can be original, but using items that exist.
Borrowing from your neighbor, borrowing from a local theater is not only going to be sustainable, it might be financially helpful, and it's going to help you build that relationship.
I think that all of us as the industry need to do better for the generations coming up ahead. Like, we need to really have them in mind when we're making decisions now, so that there is more for them to have. Getting folks discussing it is the way to move forward.